Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jedi. Today, we're going to look at the top 10 of the deadliest and scariest cities in America. So let's go. We have Stockton, California. So in Stockton, in 2017, the death rate was actually, or the crime rate was 1,417 for every 100,000, and the unemployment rate was 8%, and the poverty rate was 23.7%. This place is really this is number 10, so it's actually the bottom of the list, but it only gets worse from here. Living in Stockton is actually not too bad since you are in the Bay Area and you're in Silicon Valley and stuff, but being in Stockton could be a little scary at times, so staying indoors at night is probably the best idea. Next up, we have Cleveland, Ohio, where the death rate or the crime rate is actually 1,517 per 100,000, and then the poverty rate is 9.7%, and the crime rate is actually 40%. So this kind of varies a little bit more from 10 because number 9 we're in Cleveland, and a lot of people know that in Ohio a lot of stuff happens, and this is probably one of the peak cities in Ohio and that surrounding area. So if you ever go to Ohio, be careful in Cleveland because some stuff happens there. Next up we have Rockford, Illinois. This is number 8, and in 2017 the crime rate was actually 43%, and there were a lot of deaths there, so that's one of the reasons the crime rate was really up because of a lot of unexplained deaths that happened there. And a lot of people say that in Rockford, Illinois, the police department is actually a little bit less number than other places. This could also play a huge factor in it. But Rockford's just like a place where you just go and you just have that feel, is what I heard from a lot of people. And there's a lot of accounts that you can go look up online where a lot of people say that walking into Rockford gives you the chills and stuff. And this could explain why. Next up, number 7, we have Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In Milwaukee, the crime rate actually peaks, or the homicide rate is actually peaked at 118. So in Milwaukee, there's a lot of homicides, and a lot of people say that Milwaukee's the target town, because in Wisconsin, Milwaukee's super popular. So a lot of people like Milwaukee isn't the best place to live in. So going to Wisconsin's a struggle just start off with, but going to Milwaukee is probably not a cakewalk, because a lot of people say that a lot of people in jail are actually from Milwaukee. So Milwaukee's not the easiest place to go into, but don't get me wrong, I heard that Milwaukee's great for a lot of things, and all the things I'm saying here are purely my opinion with a little bit of facts that I get from the internet. So all these places do have their ups and downs. So today I'm going to be talking about the crime rates. We'll be looking at their ups in the next video. Number 6, we have Little Rock, Arkansas, and this actually isn't too bad when you look at the statistics by themselves. They've actually just fallen right in between with all the other places. But the reason that they make this the worst is because Little Rock is actually known for a lot of illegal activities. So it's not just bad people or anything, but it's just more the illegal activities that go on in there. And then how the police department can't really they don't have that much control over the area. That's why going to Little Rock isn't the best idea, but Arkansas is a pretty great place, but probably staying away from Little Rock is the best thing you can do there. Number 5, we have Kansas City, Missouri, with 150 homicides. So definitely Kansas City. Buying homes in Kansas City is actually not too bad, cost-wise, and that's because we literally have all the statistics. We have all the statistics here, because homicides happen a lot there, and Kansas City's a lot of people there also say that going to Kansas City and buying a home is like going into prison and buying a room. So I don't know. These are all things that you can look up online. So definitely before you make any purchases in Kansas City, think things through. Look at the area. Look at the poverty rate, crime rate, and all that stuff. And most of these places are actually pretty well known. A lot of people know that these are the places that you shouldn't go to. So yeah. Of course, Memphis, Tennessee, and they have 200 homicides. So this place is kind of scary, man. Honestly. So going into Memphis, a lot of people say that when you go there, you shouldn't be wearing any valuable jewelry or anything on you. And you shouldn't be carrying too much on you, because they say that going into walking through Memphis at night is basically walking with the devil. And there's a lot of accounts on YouTube and the internet where people say that in Memphis a lot of stuff happens. Homicides are super popular there, and Memphis is real scary. So going into Memphis, be careful. If you're really brave-hearted, walk by yourself at night and share your stories in the comment section below. At number 3, we have St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri is a place where the houses are really like cheap, and now we know why. Kansas City and St. Louis are both on there. So St. Louis actually only has like 207. I know it doesn't look like a low number homicides, but it's definitely better than the next two that we're gonna be looking at. So St. Louis is also a place where you should avoid. I'm not saying to never go there. Definitely go there to have some fun, but at night be real careful there. All these places going there at night is probably not the best idea. Stay at home. Number 2 is Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, they have 267 homicides. This is top 2. The other one's crazy, but with Detroit, having a business there is really hard, and you can see like a lot of great shows that you see on online, like for example Hardcore Pawn. I'm sure if you guys never watched it, check it out. Definitely, it's like a pawn store in Detroit, and they literally show you the crazy stuff that goes on in there. And the people there, I mean, you can find some really good people, but a lot of people there are actually like in the low percentile of like in like the social standings. So going into Detroit, gotta be really careful both day and night. So this place is like really like hardcore. So Detroit's definitely, one of those places where you should avoid. I mean, if you want to go to look at some of the great things that they have there, you should. But if you don't have to, you probably shouldn't go there. And the winner at number 1 of the place where you should just try your best to never go, and if you have to go there, go there quick and come out, is Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland has 347 homicides in the year 2017. So Baltimore is right up there, and pretty much when you go to Baltimore, you're like, if you stay there for like a month or 2, you're pretty much like there to like witness something happening. So if you really want a good adventure in your life, then leave all your belongings at home and go to Baltimore and stay there for a little bit. You'll really learn a lot. Going to these places, you're gonna learn a lot, especially if you're coming from like a place where it's like super calm and relaxed, like Arizona or Texas or something. Definitely going to these places are gonna change that opinion that you have about our places. So going to Baltimore is definitely worth like vlogging. So if you ever go to Baltimore, make sure you guys pull out your camera, start vlogging. It's great, and vlog the day and the night and do some comparisons. So walking through Baltimore at night is definitely not recommended, whether you have belongings or whether you don't. Whether you're small build, big build, anything, walking through Baltimore is not the best idea. But these are the top 10 of the deadliest states or the deadliest cities in the US. Guys, stay tuned. Make sure you guys
like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
Yeah, please do that, and follow me on Instagram, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.